Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of my Mega Brutal Rebel Guide series. So today we'll be doing Saffron fields with the Economist. Give a short introduction to her. Let me plug in the advisors real quick. Again, if you want to know why I picked these advisors, watch my first video. I made a video on that. Exactly. So, again, as I said last video, this is our, explained that in the last video, this is our starting point. So, Economist, what's different about the Economist? Well, the Economist I think starts with slightly less money, but as compensation gets rewarded with her entire annual income at the start of the year, at the start of the fiscal year, which is I think in April or something. So basically, in my opinion, the Economist is the second best governor in the entire game, incredibly strong. Basically what you can just do is you can buy all the initiatives at the beginning of the year that you need instead of throughout the year, so basically you just get like a 50-60 turn head start over other initiatives. It's really good. I basically always have money with her. I think if you play correctly, you will always have enough money with her. You will have way more money than with other. You will have noticeably more money than with other governors, in my opinion. Just don't waste it all. So basically, we're just playing her exactly the same as the others, as the civil servant, but you just basically have more money. So let's go with the opener. That I also explained in the last video. Now one more thing I would like to talk about and explain is these hammers here. So these are outreach hammers. They're actually very subtle in my opinion. I mean, people obviously see them, but it just quickly, after it finishes what it was building, it quickly pops up and says what was built. But their functionality and the way they work is actually very important, and I would like to thank Transport for this because he explained this to me today. She explained this to me today, excuse me. And basically how it works is every single initiative gets one hammer that starts rolling it out. So for example, here we bought these medical supplies, and these medical supplies will roll out with one hammer at a time. Same thing goes for district representatives. By the way, this is an initiative that also has to be built and assigned. We can see that it's currently being built here. As soon as it finishes building here, it will start building in another no intel zone. District representatives can be built in no intel zones. One of the few initiatives that can. The other two being in I think militia and vaccines, or 3. So let's just continue with our build. Okay, as you can see, as soon as it finished the intel here, this representatives starts building in the next zone, and this is the hammer for the new initiative we purchased, the pharmacies. Okay, perfect. Let's get the outreach hammers. Now what this does, again, thank you Transport, is it adds one generic hammer. So basically it's like just one extra building hammer that can build from any of the initiatives you purchased. So in this case it will build the district representatives because we have no other initiatives that can be built currently, and now you should see a second hammer pop up. So that's the second generic hammer we have now. These outreach initiatives, how they function is they add a certain amount of hammers for a zone type. So for example, if you were to purchase Urban Outreach 1, I don't remember, I think it was 2. Urban Outreach 2 is 4, so I think it's always 2, 4 was, no, actually they aren't the same. They aren't the same. Some give more, I believe. But it doesn't matter, you can look that up on the wiki. What's important is the following, is that each type of hammer can only roll out one initiative. So for example, if you were to purchase this and you got your 2 extra or 3 extra hammers, I don't know how many it is, it would only roll out every initiative once. So for example, I mean not once, but only once at a time. So for example, the 2 hammers can't be building the same initiative. So if I bought this now, for example, they couldn't both roll out core healthcare at the same time. They would have to roll out different initiatives. So in this case, they would have to roll out medical supplies and core healthcare. And basically this limitation exists for every single grouping of hammers. So we have our normal hammer for the initiative that obviously only builds that initiative. This one is generic, so it can build any initiative. And these add two zone specific or a specific amount of zone hammers, zone type hammers, which again have the constraint that in that group they can only build each initiative once at the same time. I hope that was clear. If not, just watch it back and it will be. Exactly, so let's just continue here. Okay, insurgency started obviously because we're on Saffron fields. I see electricity concerns. Let's get this line here set up. It's defensive perimeter. Here I just arrested. I don't want to reduce the support level, unfortunate. We lose the 5. We lose the 5 reputation. Again, I bought, so here instantly it starts building power supply lines. Why is this? It's the only zone with a concern. So basically that initiative hammer will instantly prioritize the zone with a concern in it. Obviously these all don't have concerns, so instantly gets built here, just the way we wanted it. And this is the kind of way that you can basically manipulate, in a sense, the RNG, or the RNG here, again I'm saying it in quotation marks, because again it's very manipulative if you know how it works. It's important to know how it works because you can get a lot out of it. But as you can see, I'm also still learning the game. So obviously not everything I say is factual, and if you think you heard something different, just tell it to me on the Discord or post it in the comments below. Okay, so this is not a problem. I'll just surround him real quick. Okay, we have a lot of money floating. I'm not really playing too well right now. Actually, I'm gonna just do this. So yeah, this is a good ability. Save me $1 here. Use it. Decreased inflation. It's great. Well, now I want to start getting roads soon. This guy will actually go scouting so I can get intel faster, so the initiatives can roll out faster. Okay, education. Check. That was clear that was gonna happen. This is fine, I guess. I wanna fight it. I have to fight it. I don't have to fight it, it's whatever. Okay, let me get vaccines, great for stabilizing. Let me think it's early enough to actually start jobs now. I think we're safe enough to, we can go jobs. Corruption is fine, everything is fine. Basically, now we just have to play it out. Micro this guy. We have jobs. Oh, we don't have roads yet. Oops. That isn't fine. Those ASAP. And that's the thing with Economist. Like you see, I've been playing basically for most of this fiscal year. I was playing on $2 because thanks to this ability, I was able to buy everything at the start of the year. Yeah, and I'm gonna get like my $32 or $33 or how much it is. Yeah, $33. Okay, great. So what do we need? Do I want to get militia? I don't really want to get militia. I see job concerns popping up. That's gonna be a thing for sure. So these are mostly rural and urban. Yeah, they're all rural and urban. Then we'll just go with 1 cow, 1 development bank, and then we want to buy this when it hits 12, I think. Micro these guys around to not waste their deployment time since I have nothing else to do. Oh, lucky me. Problem is if I get militia now it'll hamper my stability, but it should be fine to be honest. I kinda wanna stabilize that zone. How do I... I'm just checking the support levels. But I'm trying to play this as clean as possible, obviously. This I want to get for sure, though. Wait. So I must be building here then. Okay. Scouted the entire map so far. I'll just park this guy here. Nah, actually I'm just gonna go for another anti-corruption. The insurgent event might pop up where we'll have to act publicly accuse, but it doesn't really matter. It's fine. There it is. Oh no, it isn't actually. It's this one. Okay. So yeah, we'll take the conservative backlash chance. It's fine. Just take the rep. It's whatever. Okay, we got money again. Great. By the way, look how soon we got these two. Remember last year how fast we got these. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get this. I think we have enough in the way of stability. No need to overdo it. This guy stabilized before. Perfect. Actually beautiful. Yeah, everything's fine. Now we just sit here and do nothing. Buy this. No reason not to. By the way, corruption reduces support 20% by 40. Roughly 20% if you're at 40% corruption. That's why I should try and keep it lower. In most cases not that relevant, unless you obviously like do something crazy like shoot way up to 60, then it actually jumps like 35-6%. It rises very exponentially. So like I said, you shouldn't go above 50. You can keep it around 40 for a while if you want, or above 40, but should try and keep it as low as possible. These people want anything, they don't want anything. I'll counter-strike here. Shame. Let's get this, let's get this. Let's go here. I wonder how long that zone's been empty. That's, for example, something I'm not very good at. I have to pay attention to more. It's actually very important. You can get a lot out of it, like by just taking those free zones. And they're given to you. Okay, I'll actually extend this guy, but this guy won't. Yeah, and as you can see, we have infinite money. Now we're just gonna push in and by the way, let me see if there's any zone where I can explain what this graph here means, because that one's actually pretty important. Visualizes very well what I explained last time. Yeah, let's just take this one for example. So basically this graph here, if you're ever wondering why zone isn't stabilizing, just look at this graph. So basically what it is the green line in this one that has this green shaded background. That's your amount of supporters, and this squiggly yellow line is your support level. And you can notice clearly when an initiative gets built, the support level rises, and then it starts slowly dropping. because you're gaining supporters, although here at this beginning part it was actually mostly global support level. But for example, here you can see it very clearly, this concept of support level drops and gets converted to supporters. So don't panic if, for example, you have 4 support levels somewhere and then you don't buy any new initiatives and starts dropping to 3 to 2. That's good, it's okay, it's fine, that's what's supposed to happen. Just have to have enough yellow squiggly line to get this green line above the threshold where it needs to be for the zone to stabilize. That's basically it. And while I was yapping, they decided to attack here. Oh, I didn't even get roads in the end. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was bad actually. I should have gotten roads. That actually could have gone south if I got unlucky there and they launched like some nasty ass triple attack at one point. I didn't even notice that. I bet that wasn't good. But I think the rest of the game was pretty clean. So from that should be fine. Then this one home. Back. Let's get some more of this, this, and this. I mean, at this point it doesn't really matter. Game is over anyway. Just waiting for these two to finish. This time this guy, as soon as he arrives, will buy some airstrikes for him. Look at this. Look at how amazing the Economist. You just get $80. Spend it on whatever you want. Now they're gonna do their insurgent attack, whatever it is, soon, because this is gonna go very rapidly after I kill them here. Actually get this combat sensors. Obviously just take the reputation. Or if you're speedrunning, take government apologizes, whatever floats your boat. This I'll just ignore and I'll accept through it. Can't be bothered to, like, I'd just move, if you really want to know what I would have done, I would have just moved these 4 over and killed him. Would have let him take these 4 zones and just moved them back. It's whatever. Not gonna do that, just gonna take the actually pretty fast win. I think that was around 600 turns or something. Maybe even sub. Oh yeah, sub 600. Yeah, that was a nice one. Exactly. I would also actually like to do the Warlord in this video while we're at it. Might as well. Now basically the Warlord will always compare everything. Now when I'm gonna compare him to the Civil Servant again, basically, like, just to highlight the differences. Alright, so with this guy, so basically first of all let's start with these initiatives. I don't like them. They all increase hostility. You're just gonna, I mean, maybe you could do it on Saffron, whatever, I don't know. Never tried it, but they reduce hostility. It's bad. I think I've only gotten them once where I really needed to win a fight. One of the military ones, they reduce support level, they increase global hostility. I don't in my opinion, not worth it. Especially because, see, the Warlord, people think he's incredibly, a lot of people kind of fail to understand how he functions. First of all, your troops are free. Your nationals. I'll say they're free because, okay, I won't say they're free. They're not really free in that sense, but he's the guy, basically the Warlord is the guy who can react the fastest to any military situation. Doesn't, like, basically with any amount of money that isn't zero, any non-zero amount of money, he can just quickly buy national soldiers, right? The only thing that costs him is corruption. What does that mean? That means we're streamlined into going for anti-corruption. Now, on Saffron fields, this doesn't apply as much, obviously, because the map is very simple and one-dimensional and linear, and you can do it easily. It's not a hard map. But later on, right, when you'll actually need the early soldiers and stuff, and you actually have to think about what initiatives you're buying, with the Warlord it's very easy. Just get anti-corruption. It's cool, like, this covers your soldiers' cost. So, basically, your anti-corruption are your soldiers, you can think of it that way. As long as your corruption allows it, you'll just buy the national soldiers. Why not, right? I mean, obviously you have to pay them and all that stuff, but I'll get to that later. So, basically, you're increasing your global support level by 1. You're decreasing your global hostility by 1. You're reducing your corruption by 10% per year. And you get a national soldier, all for the low cost of $13. And I mean, the $13 is not buy it for 12 and the $1 for the national soldier. So basically, your national soldiers are free. In that sense, you can quickly respond with them, and they're at the beginning they're free. Not only are they free, they're free. They're free actually. I just explained why actually. The next thing I wanted to talk about was this. So he starts with local militia funded. You do incur the corruption cost for that. I'm not sure if you actually incur the $2 or the $1 for the actual cost of the initiative, but yeah, don't know about that, but not that relevant. Okay, local militia decreases the local support level, increases local hostility by 3. And reduces the support level by 1, I think. So, makes it harder to stabilize, right? Okay. Also, it gets built in no intel zones, right? So there's no way of you preventing it from spreading super fast. It will spread super fast. It will get built so it takes like 14 turns to build. It will very, very quickly be built in basically every zone. Even through the penalty of building in no intel. But as compensation, our lack of stability timer is delayed by 100 turns. 100 turns is a lot in this game. In 100 turns, you can build a job and you can build like 3 services. It's a long time. It also another additional 100 turns where global support bleeds into local support. So basically, you have all the time in the world to stabilize. It's completely fine. Like with other governors who aren't Warlord, you don't get that bonus, and sometimes you actually have to buy local militia because it's a huge concern, security that is, and you're forced to do it anyway. So and on top of that, basically corruption is solved for you for free by the game's mechanics because it's just super streamlined. Your anti-corruption is at the same time your militaries. It's like great, just get both at the same time, I guess. Given plenty of time to stabilize. In my opinion, the Warlord is actually one of the stronger governors. I think severely underestimated by many new players who just have trouble stabilizing, and they blame militia. And even though militia is actually a crazy upgrade, especially on maps like, for example, Golden Sands or Azure Dam, it's amazing. It just solves so much of your problems for you. Yes, get all this good stuff. Insurgency rumored. The only downside, of course, is that his coalitions cost more. The first one doesn't, but the second and third and fourth and fifth too. And they have shorter deployment times. Let's get this. Hope that it solves that. Let's actually put this guy here. This guy wants highways. I mean, as long as the insurgents are being docile, which they are so far, this is kind of fine. I'm actually gonna get this first. The reason is if water concerns show up, I won't have enough service slots left without triggering job protests. Okay, now we just chill. Now we buy this, and we buy this, and this guy is scouting. Won't even contest that. This, on the other hand, I will buy another coalition just to be safe. Don't wanna speed running here. Don't care about doing hyper optimized risky plays. It should cost less than 4, so I will not buy it. You can get actually a crazy you can save a crazy amount of money if you just wait for this stuff to go down and be a little patient. Highways, right? Yeah, I'll actually do this just for, I'll prioritize stability over security. Basically here I had the decision, do I want to take care of these concerns first so that I can stabilize these zones faster, or do I want to get roads here so that I have more combat strength and mobility for my troops. And I decided for the other option, but I'll get roads I think now. Yeah, it's everything taken care of, it's great. This is also taken care of already. So, and I'll just wait for this to drop. Actually, lack of stability is fine. Okay, finally. See, that's why we wait for inflation. Look how much money we still have now for exactly these situations. It's great. Everything's fine. People might have, if you were thinking, oh no, he's floating so much money. No, it's fine. Game about patience. Thinking. Yeah, these are high local support levels. These zones will be stabilizing en masse soon. I'll actually even get land rights. Just in case we need to get some more services. You never know. Okay, now just get all the anti-corruption initiatives and we're completely fine. This is already over. You can see I'm not losing any reputation to lack of stability. It's completely no problem to stabilize. And now I'll actually get this, because I saw that healthcare was a concern. And now there's water, my goodness. Okay, then I'll just have to get this, it's fine. The whole video is saying how, ooh, I'm gonna get these jobs, so if water concerns show up, I don't fuck myself over and trigger job protests. Then the second I get vaccines, this shit shows up. Unbelievable. Okay. I also could have scouted with the guy, by the way. I should have done that. And should have gotten this ages ago as well. This time I will actually get it. I don't care about inflation, game's over. Doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, usually would space those out. Being lazy now. Some one guy I'll extend for the lulz. Get these two. By the way, the Warlord also has the strongest base national soldiers. People they actually sometimes for some reason think they're weaker, but no, they're actually stronger than the others. They're very good national soldiers. My favorite national soldiers. Even better than the smugglers' national soldiers. That says a lot. I won't buy this yet, otherwise it'll build in this zone. Now I'll buy it. It should build here. And then of course they attack at that moment, whatever. Happens. These guys are losing. Unfortunate. Get this, maybe it'll help. Yeah, it's fine. Usually when it's like when your strength is 1 under, it's okay. Like they'll win. Nationals. Oh look at this! I just got 3 nationals in the shortest time. Oh, like look, I can even get another one. Why not? Don't care. I already have. Look at my anti-corruption. I even get this. Doesn't matter. Look, it's just melting. 54 in like a few turns. It'll be under 40. Ooh, these guys fucked themselves over. Ooh, these guys just killed themselves. Ooh. Very unfortunate. This is also very unfortunate. I see the camp over there. Get your ass over here. You get your ass over here. You here. Okay, now look, this thing shows up, right? And people are always like, oh no, oh, you have to pay them so much money, oh. Completely irrelevant, the game's over at that point. In most cases. It's fine, I've still have $14 left. Oh look, this guy wants a bonus, sure. There, take your bonus, I don't need any more. Like, doesn't matter, your soldiers are free. Like, now at this point, so what I've paid for my army at this point is $4. Assuming, of course, I manage inflation correctly, I didn't exactly check. $4 plus 2 times $6 bonus, so it's 12. So I've paid 16 in total, so 4 per national so far. That's less than half of what other people pay. Okay, cover up. So we're still cheaper than other national soldiers. So even now, if this game wasn't won, they were still cheap. They'd still be cheaper than other national soldiers. You know, just counter-strike. I won't counter-strike. Go back to defend. Get this. Get that. Get this. Get these two. Threaten. Yeah, and these guys are gorillas now. 99 strength, remote zone, GG. Like I said, his nationals are cracked. They're absolutely insane. Destroy everything in their path. They're ruthless. More children are attending school. What a nice guy this Warlord is. Already got all the anti-corruption, shame. Just buy these things. Just talk, doesn't really matter. Let's get this game over with. I spy with my little lion insurgent camp. Pay this guy's bonus. Pay this guy's bonus. Okay, so now we're up to 7 per soldier. Still less than other governors pay. And look at my money, like it's ridiculous. It's done. There's no. there's like no repercussions really in that sense. Like, what do I care later on if you tell me now, oh, you have to pay $10 for each of them, or we're gonna remove them? Like, fine, whatever. It's I can pay any amount. Money doesn't matter anymore. Look how fast these ones are stabilizing. Wow, this one I actually have to deal with. Okay, let's see where this bugger goes. It was to be expected, nothing can do there. I want to get them in here, I think. Give them the mountain range again. And now this will instantly spawn a camp, of course they do. Oh, I actually have to do this. Very annoying. Incredibly early desperate insurgent attack, by the way. I don't remember when I saw one that early the last time. It's fine, obviously. So. Just a slight nuisance. I know a lot of red. Okay, we're fine. Look at this shit. Oh. So yeah, at this point, obviously, like I can pay any amount of money for anything. So really, I don't really see this as a downside, to be honest. And now we just have to retake everything, and this is why last game I said I wanted to. I just took the peace deal. Because then I won't have to deal with this. That was also really bad luck that the camp spawned here and then they spawned into this zone and shit. It's fine though. Now I just have to take everything back. The zone's instantly restabilized, obviously. No problem, that was their first takeover. It only slightly reduced their support level. It's okay. You can actually get pretty funny results if you You can actually get pretty funny results if you let them take a zone like 10 times. Some rural less zone. You can actually reach close to 100% hostiles. It's kind of fun. Okay, we'll agree this obviously because I want to sit around and watch paint dry. But yeah, that's it. Took a little longer than it should have, but it's okay. I think I got the idea across of the general idea of the Warlord. Yeah, very good governor, very good governor. I really like him. I think actually all governors are very good governors, apart from the general. But even the general is a very good governor if you know how to play. I sadly don't. But there are people that are, and they're very impressive at the game. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I guess I just did this because I felt like making a longer video. I don't know, felt like playing the game. I was having fun. So yeah, that was the Economist and the Warlord. So I guess next time we'll be moving on with why did I even do it out of order? I just felt like playing the Warlord, I guess. Next time I'll be doing the General, maybe even the Banker in the same video. General's actually pretty fun. yeah, several play styles that you can play. I obviously am not that good at the aggressive one, but it's actually pretty wild what you can pull off if you know how to do it. I've seen people Opium, Trail, Mega Brutal, General, no advisors with the most ridiculous general openers without district representatives. It's actually really well. It's like really well played. Shout out to Cloud. Yeah, and we're gonna have a fun time. I think. I think there's gonna be a lot to learn. So yeah, see you guys and enjoy your week.